Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my eBay haul for Tuesday, November 14th. I know it's weird to have a haul from a Tuesday, but I happen to be scouring Craigslist as I do pretty much every day. And when I went into the garage sale section and searched under Rummage, I found that there was a sale at a synagogue about an hour and a half away, really close to Philly. So I kept debating on whether or not to go because I do have so much work to do. But I ended up, I just need to get out of here, frankly. I've been like locked in this house listing, and I just needed to get out. So I decided to go, and I'm very, very happy that I did. Last week I hardly got anything done, so I really shouldn't have taken the whole day yesterday to go to this thing, but I did. Last week was teacher conference week and their convention week, which meant that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were half days, and then my daughter had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So that's why I didn't get nearly as much done. And Monday we also had our conferences on top of it, which went really well. All the teachers raved about her. She's doing great. She just made the honor roll. But she loves all of her teachers except her English teacher. And funny thing is, my husband and I know exactly what she's talking about, because we went to back to school night, and this woman walked in and she gave her a little spiel, and my husband kind of looked at me and goes, ugh. You know, after it was done, you know, outside of her room. He goes, she used to deal with her every day? I go, oh, she used to deal with her twice a day. I go, for some reason they have English 2 times a day. He goes, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. So then we went to conferences, and our daughter came with us to conferences, and she, you know, the teacher had her little speech again, and, you know, said how well my daughter's doing, but that is her lowest grade. I think she bumped it up in the end to an 80 so that she could make honor roll, but she usually does a lot better in English. And so we walked out of there, and my husband's like, I'm sorry. He's like, that woman has the personality of a wet washcloth. He's like, I'm not gonna knock her if, you know, our daughter, he said, if she can't get, you know, a B in that class. He goes, I totally understand. Oh, and then on the flip side, math, which is my daughter's absolute most hated subject ever. She has a teacher who she absolutely loves more than anything, and the teacher loves her. And for 3 years now, in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, we've had all these teachers tell us that our daughter needs math intervention and she's not understanding things. And I kept trying to tell them, I'm like, my daughter's very sensitive. If you put her in math intervention, she's going to think you think she's stupid, and then she's going to shut down completely, and she's not going to do anything, and she'll just fail. And none of them liked that answer. They were all very disappointed that I didn't agree with them. I pretty much told them where they could stick their math intervention in a nice way. But she did still end up getting, I think except for one marking period, B's all 3 years in math, even though, especially last year, she had the worst math teacher in the world. And now she goes to this class with this woman, and at conferences, and this was a few days before the end of the marking period, she had 100 in math. And the teacher's just looking at us, and she's like, she's amazing. She goes, who gets 100 in math? I just started laughing. I go, I don't know. I go, it's certainly not me, because I can't stand math. But it just goes to show you how much of a difference the right teacher makes for our kids. Oh my God, I wish, you know, I wish this woman, I even said to her, I'm like, you're a miracle worker. Can you please just follow her through 12th grade? But I think she's one of those ones, though, if my daughter does end up having big problems in math later on down the road, that my daughter could call her and she would absolutely step in and help her out. So anyway, so that was the beginning of the week, and then we ended up going to the mall to walk around and get Christmas ideas, and which the mall's already decorated. Santa's there already, which is absolutely insane. And we ended the weekend by me cleaning out the corner where my daughter's toys are in the living room, and found that one of her slime containers with the vomit-colored green slime had opened up and leaked all over the carpet. I mean, huge puddle like this. So, needless to say, I was not happy camper. I had to do some counting before I went upstairs and told her to come down here and help me clean it up. I had to get a knife, cut some of it out of there, and then went to CVS and got a gallon of white vinegar, which I heard was how to clean it. We watched YouTube videos. And she sat there for about 45 minutes and scrubbed the carpet, which is still a tiny bit light green, but it's 100 times better than it was. And that carpet's trashed anyway, and it's in an inconspicuous spot, thank God. But now my house smells like salad. So anyway, that was my week. So let me get started and show you guys everything that I got. I spent a total of $42, and I did really, really, really well, especially on a couple of things. So I'm going to show you just kind of the run-of-the-mill things first, and then I'll get to the good stuff. I did, of course, try and get some mugs. So I got this Ashton Mug. I actually have a coffee cup or a teacup and saucer set of this same pattern downstairs. So I figured if these don't sell individually, maybe I'll put them all together at a later date. But this is the I Love Lavender pattern. This is a mug with a lid and a tea infuser inside of it. So that was $1. Should be able to get at least 10, I think, on all these mugs. Maybe. Maybe not this one. We'll see. I picked this one up, even though it's hideous, but I picked this one up because it said Starbucks on the bottom. Ciao Italia by Bellini, hand-painted in Italy. And unfortunately, you know, it's got a lot of craze lines inside. It's got some craze lines outside. And it's got some flea bite chips in the paint up here. But, you know, for display purposes, it's fine. I paid $1. Hopefully I can get 10 out of it. If it was in really good condition, I might be able to get like 20. But, you know, so be it. This one I picked up because this was a Kate Spade Lennox mug. This is from the Make Headlines line, called Amazing Escapes. Paid $1. Should be able to get 10 for that. Also paid $1 for this one. I just thought this was unique. It's kind of 3D. Everything's popping out of it. With the Georgia peach handle and the big Georgia peach here. Looks like it's never been used. I just got to clean it out a little. Oh, this was actually 50 cents. I thought this was $1. This was 50 cents. This is from City Merchandise, and should be able to get 10 for that, no problem. And then this one, my second time around through the Rummage sale, I found this and picked it up because it's a cute little Bichon with a Christmas sweater, and it's also from Department 56 from their Fetch the Spirit line. And she gave this to me for free. It was supposed to be 25 cents. So for free, I should be able to get another $10 out of that. So that's it for the mugs. Didn't find much perfume, and what I did find was eh. But only paid 50 cents a piece for both of these. This is one of those knockoff scents, like the you know, our version of, and whatever the famous scent is. This is our version of Anais Anais by Jean-Philippe. So it's 2.5 ounces, 50 cents. I might squeak 10 out of that. And then this one is Essence of Beauty Citrus Coconut. Hello, wake up. Come on, there we go. This is only half an ounce, and I think the 1.7 ounces are selling for like 10 or 15 with free shipping. So I might get, you know, $5 or $6 out of that. but no big deal because I found a lot of other good things. Got this deck of Arco playing cards, US regulation jumbo index playing cards for 50 cents. Got them because they were brand new and sealed. Should be able to get at least 10, maybe squeak 15 out of those. And in the stationery section, I found this box of Grumbach Artist Quality Soft Pastels and was pleasantly surprised to find when I came home that I should be able to get, I think, around $30 for these. Oh, Lord knows I don't need these myself. I have so many art supplies downstairs. It's like a Michael's in the basement. Then the only DVD that I bought was this Happiest Celebration on Earth Magic Kingdom sealed DVD. I think this is basically just like a souvenir DVD for people that visit there. So it retails for $20. So I think the other ones on eBay are anywhere from $20 to $30. So I'll be happy if I get 10 to 15. Then I got, there were a bag of these little dolls, these little figurines. So I picked them up because they're easy to list, they're easy to ship. They're from Hallmark. Most of them have the hang tags on them. But what these are these resin, are called Omura dolls. And they're based on, where is it? Omura dolls are a timeless twist on the ancient Japanese tradition of kokeshi dolls, which have been exchanged among friends for centuries. So I'm going to be sure to put kokeshi, Japanese, in the title. But these are all made of resin. I got sister, grandma. This is focus, faith, and dream and friend. And like I said, these are only 5. I have 13 of them, but the rest are all duplicates of these guys. I paid 50 cents a piece. I saw one just sell on eBay recently for, I think it was $14.99 with free shipping. So even if I can get 10 with free shipping on each one of these, I made a really good profit if I can sell all 13. Okay, moving on. For $1, I picked up this set of Melamine vintage like nesting bowls. There's orange, yellow, green, and red. And then the lid, I'm assuming this is the lid that goes on it. I don't know why the lid is a different color in the bowl, but whatever. And on the bottom, I'm trying to find one where the label, where you can actually see the label here. It says, there we go, alcohol proof, exclusive Viking import, Japan. So I don't know how much I'll get for these. I'm hoping at least 10 to 20. And then, well, I bought this for myself. I was going to sell it, and I could probably make about, I don't know, $50 to $75 on it if I actually wanted to sell it. But it's too pretty, so I have to keep it. I ended up finding this beautiful purple blown glass pumpkin and fell in love with it because purple is my favorite color. So I had to buy this. This was $5. Unfortunately, there is a leaf that's broken off right here. It's a little jagged. So what I might do is ask my mom, who has, she's made lamp work, beads and stuff like that, and she does a lot of glass work. Ask her if she can do something about that. Either get this whole little piece off or at least melt it and soften it up so it's not so jagged. But I'm going to keep that for myself, and it goes well with this one, which is one that my mommy made for me. Not at her house. She does not have a glass blowing workshop at her house, but we have a glass blowing studio about 15 minutes away from me. And they had a Groupon for glass blowing. You went in there and the guy actually helped you to make a piece, whether it was a pumpkin or an ornament or for whatever time of year it was. And so I gave that to her as a gift one year, and she was over the moon. And so she made me this with the help of the artist, which I thought was really cool. Unfortunately, now he's retired, so he doesn't teach those classes anymore, but we'll have to find somewhere else for her because she really likes doing that. Okay, now getting to the big things that are going to be worth some good money. I found they had all kinds of stuff under all the tables. And I mean, under the tables was absolutely jam-packed. Most of it was the housewares, like appliances and stuff like that, but they did have boxes like of sets of dishes under the table. So on my, I don't know, 8th or 9th pass down this one table, I happened to look under it and I found a set of these dishes. I actually have, I believe I have 12 of the bowls, 11 of the salad plates, and 10 of the big plates. Something like that. I know it's 10, 11, and 12 of each of these things. So I have 10 complete sets, plus a couple extra pieces. But this is by Heller. And I can't remember the name of the designer off the top of my head, but if you look up Heller white plastic dishes, you'll find the name of the designer. But these still have, most of these still have the tags on them. And have never been used. They're in really good shape. And I looked these up on my phone and I was like, holy cow, okay. I picked the whole set up for $7.50, and I can probably, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it by place setting or if I should do it by just sell all the bowls, all the salad plates, all the dinner plates in 3 big lots. But regardless, I should be able to get probably at least 150 out of these dishes, which is great because this mid-century mod kind of style stuff is really what a lot of people are looking for these days. So I was very happy I looked under the table. This place did have a boutique section. Wow. I walked in there and it was full of racks of clothes. There were mink coats and, you know, all kinds of higher end clothes in there. And then they had all their knick-knacky things and jewelry. Holy smokes. The prices in there were absolutely insane. I took one look at some of the prices on things in there and I just turned around and walked right out of that section. It was nuts. I thought to myself, I know I can find other things, you know, that are floating under the radar out in the regular part of the sale, which very fortunately I did. So moving on, the next bunch of things I found were a whole big stack of pens. These were all in the stationery section, and they kind of had like a stadium seating, well, stadium style storage thing. And all these greeting cards and stuff were stuffed in it. And behind the greeting cards, I found all these pens. So first up is, well, actually, I'm going to show you these two last. This is a cross soft tip pen with 2 refills in it. Really nice. I should be able to get, I think, at least 20 to 30 on that. And I paid $1 a piece for all these. Oh, excuse me. Swallowed wrong there. Should be able to get, well, I paid $1 a piece for them because, and this is my usual strategy at rummage sales, I will walk around for about the first hour, and after the first hour, the checkout table starts to get like completely overwhelmed. And so I usually try and get in line right then, even though I have to wait. I'll get in line, and then I end up, you know, piling a whole bunch of stuff in front of the one cashier, and she'll just go, So that's pretty much what she did. She got to the pens and they had no prices on them. So she's trying to call people over and she's like, these are vintage pens. What do I price these at? And no one had an answer for her. No one was helping her. So finally she's just like, oh my gosh. She goes, how about $1 a box? I'm like, okay. So it worked out for me. This is a set of, and I'd never heard of this brand before, Chrysler pens, pen and pencil set. Pretty heavy, gold plated, maybe like 20, maybe like 20 I guess on those. Then this is a set of really nice Hallmark wood pens, which I didn't know Hallmark even made pens. Whoops. Got those. Focus. Doesn't want to. Anyway, you get the idea. Probably 20 on that set. Then I got 2 Parker sets. I got this one with these 2 chrome plated with gold finish international jotters. You might be able to get 50 to 60 out of those. And then this is my big find in the pen department. This is a Parker set, and I didn't even realize till I got home that it's set on the side. Sterling silver. We're like, oh, ooh, yay! Opened them up, and they're these beautiful, like, let me take one out of here. This beautiful, like, waffle weave texture. Come on. Come on, camera. Ugh. So frustrating. This thing does not want to focus at all. Anyway, I don't know if you guys can see the texture in these or not, but maybe because the texture is so fine is why it doesn't want to focus. Ah, there we go. So I looked these up on eBay. These go anywhere from $200 to $400 a set. So I was bouncing off the walls last night when I looked at the completed listings for these. I paid $1, so very good profit margin for that. And the other thing that's going to make me some really good money is this, and it's a Christmas item, which I was surprised to find at the Temple Rummage sale. But I'm actually going to put this here and move my camera. God, what's wrong with me? Alright, hold on. Please disregard my kitchen table. Anyway, this is a big tree, and it's actually an advent calendar. You guys know how I love my advent calendars. So I start out here with this little star on the top that you can hang, and then all these ornaments, there we go, all these ornaments are Peanuts themed ornaments. This one's backwards, but you get the idea. They all have little numbers on the back and numbers on the tree, so you know exactly where to hang them. And there's a drawer at the bottom that you can pull out to store them all. And this, under this base, it's marked Danbury Mint. I cannot find another one of these on eBay. And a lot of the other Danbury Mint, just the figurines that are Christmas themed, are going anywhere from like $200 to $300. So I don't know where this is going to go, but I'm very excited to find out. So that's that. And I paid $5 for this, by the way. And then the second time I went back into the Rummage sale where I found that Bichon mug, I was looking and going past tables I don't know how many times, and I don't know how I missed it, and this thing's going to cut out on me again. But I'm going to wait till it cuts out, and then I'll start back up again. Are you going to cut out on me? There we go. Okay. I was walking around the tables, and this is probably like the, I don't know, 12th or 15th time I've walked past the little Halloween table that was kind of at the end of a big long strip of tables, and I saw this guy, if I can zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it. But this is a, not Fitz and Floyd, Department 56 piece. It's from their Frankenstein's Laboratory line, which I didn't even know that they made. And he's so cool. It's got this lid with the big creepy eyeball. And ignore that towel on the floor over there because I have a hole in my ceiling from my bathroom because my shower pan is leaking. So yeah, this house is a hot mess sometimes. Anyway, the lid has this creepy eyeball on top. And then there's this part, the main body of this beverage holder. It says, "Here's looking at you," with this guy with the creepy eyeballs. And they kind of move around, which is really cool. And then it says Spooky Cider on it. And cider spelled S-I-G-H-T-E-R instead of C-I-D-E-R. And then this bottom section has the Harlequin pattern on it. And under that is where it says Department 56. So it breaks down into 3 pieces. I have absolutely no use for a beverage holder because we don't have big parties or anything like that. But I think he's really cool. So I'm at least holding on to him for now, probably through next Halloween, and then I might sell him. Right now on eBay, I paid $5 for this piece. On eBay, people want anywhere from, I think, 110 to 170. So we'll have to see where this goes, whether I'm willing to part with it. Right now I have him out on display because, yes, it's November 15th, and I still have my Halloween stuff out. Because Halloween is my fall decorating. So next week, after Thanksgiving, I will then get my Christmas stuff out. I'm not trying to knock Thanksgiving. It's just I'm not a big fall decorating person. I'd much rather have my Halloween stuff out longer. So that's it for me, guys. That is probably, and I think I said this during my last rummage sale video, probably my last big haul of the year. So I think I won't be going any more rummage sales until March, sadly. But if I do, I will be sure to go to them and make videos. But I keep, expanding my horizons and going farther and farther out. So if there's one in the winter, I will find it. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.